Dead by Daylight is one of the most fun horror games probably I have ever played. I don't play that many horror games, even if I am a horror fan. It's just, again, I don't play them often, but Dead by Daylight, it is so much fun, and it's also quite funny as well, especially when you're playing with friends, and how some people are absolute idiots. I don't think count this game as a horror game, which is kind of a problem, but not really. I don't mind it that much. So, if you're wondering what Dead by Daylight is, it is a... Oh god, I need to Google this, don't I? Well done. What is Dead by Daylight? Ah yes, Dead by Daylight is an online asymmetric multiplayer survival horror game developed and published by Canadian studios Behaviour Interactive. Okay, so basically, there's 4 survivors and 1 killer. The survivor's job is to fix generators to power the exit gate. She has to fix 5 generators and to escape, but also try to avoid a killer and not try to get hooked. And it's a lot of fun, especially again with friends. The gameplay is again a lot of fun. So the way to avoid these kills, you buy in chases and playing mind games, which I'm not great at. Survivor, I'm good at killer, but not survivor. There's also perks you can use, add-ons and items to help you against the killer. And the killer's job is to, well, I think it's pretty obvious what we're meant to do, is
get you baited.
Also, I did forget to mention, how do you get these perks and add-ons is by leveling up the Blood Web. And also, each killer and survivor has their own perks, which if you level up to, I think, level 51, you can use those perks on anybody. So say now you're using Jake Park and you level them up to level 51, you can have Jake Park perks on a different survivor. And say now, same thing for the killer, so unknown level 51, use it for the blight. So I kind of forgot to mention that when I was talking about the perks and all that, so yeah. Killer is very different. Well, not different from Survivor, but you do have to do a lot less things to win the game. Well, you have to do more things to win the game, actually. So, Killer, the difference between being Killer and Survivor, that instead of having items as Survivor, in Killer you have special abilities which is different to each and every Killer. So say now, so one of the abilities is Blight, which can like rush really, really fast, and the Unknown, which is the character I'm using right now, can like become LeBron James and throw like a weird pink orb to stun people. Each killer has their own abilities and well, their own killer perks as well. So it makes the game very different and varied. The difference is between killer and survivor. Another difference is, while survivor needs to avoid the killer needs to find the survivors and hook them 3 times to kill 1 survivor. And you have to kill everyone to win the game. Or you can use a thing named Moris, which are kind of like finishing moves, to just end the person right there and then after you hook them 2 times. We can also get different add-ons for Moris. So like say now, like the loss of killer a survivor you find, you can kill them, or when you hook them 2 times you can kill 1 survivor, or the best one is when you hook 2 times you can kill anybody after we get hooked 2 times. So again, killer is a lot of fun. I prefer playing as killer as over survivor because I don't actually know why. I just prefer killer's gameplay over survivors. Nothing like wrong with survivor. I just can't get good at it. And but killer is because let's just say killer's more fun in my opinion. Most people find survivor more fun. Other people find killer's more fun. I have played them equally, but I prefer playing as killer. Also, each killer has their own menu music and chase music. I'm gonna play the menu music, the default menu music for the Trapper, and I'm gonna show you Hillbilly's music, their own menu music. So yeah. And this is the Hillbillies one. Also, what's very cool about Dead by Daylight is the variety of characters. Like survivors, there's many survivors, and equally as many killers. Maybe survivors have a bit more, but there's a lot of characters you can play as, and it's good if you don't like a certain character, you can play with another character. Also, there's chapters in this game, right? And sometimes they come with their own killer and survivor, especially if you're third party. Like, Stranger Things came with a Demigorgon and two survivors. I can't remember who they are. I think it's Nancy and Steven from Stranger Things as survivors. Or, Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. It is honestly quite cool, and even their own third-party killers, they have a killer and survivor sometimes. Sometimes there's chapters with one killer, other chapters with one survivor, depends what it is, but most of the time the norm is killer and survivor. You can customize everything about killer and survivor, survivor you can change their clothes, face, hair. Killers you can change their weapons, face, and hair and clothes. It is cool, but they are a bit expensive, which is again my issue, and the really cheap ones are just really boring recolors of their basic ones. So let's want to spend like £10 on a costume with spending money on the actual killer itself. It is like £15 to get a costume and the killer. It can get a bit expensive if you want to get every single killer and one costume. Issues I have with unlocking killers and survivors. First party killers, it takes a very long time to grind to even get it for free. So if you don't spend any money, it is a bit of a grind. Like, it took me like 20 hours to get 3,000, and you need 9,000. So it is very grindy. Or you can spend £5 to get the killer instantly. It is a bit scummy in my opinion. It is very grindy, and it feels like you're forced to buy killers and survivors. Third party kills you can't grind for. You have no choice but to pay for them, third party kills and survivors. So if you say now you really like the Demigorgon and you also want Steven, you have no choice but to buy money, which makes sense, but it is kind of a shame. I do have another two issues. I think it's just more of a me thing. If you want to play as killer online, it takes a very long time to get into a match, which is quite annoying. Like you can see right now, I'm putting on 2 times speed, and it takes forever. And also another issue I have with the game is how goddamn long it takes to load. Again, I'm putting 2 times speed right now, and at the end of this conversation, at the end of this part, I'm not even sure it being fully loaded when time I finish. That's how long it takes. It takes like a solid minute to load into the game. And as killer, even if I play a game as killer, it takes like 5 minutes. It takes such a long time. So my final ranking of Dead by Daylight is a 9 out of 10. So yeah, I highly recommend it. I do have issues with like the load times and how grindy the game is. Apart from that, what great game! You should get it immediately. If you get it on a great deal, buy it. If you even for full price, I would buy it. It is such a fun game, especially with friends. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Don't do stuff I wouldn't do, and enjoy this killer's gameplay till the end of the video, I guess.